Okay, now that the kids have seen what photovoltaics can do by making the water fountain, they're going to see how the electronics of it works inside the cell. So I'm going to have all the kids get around this thing and give each one of them an electron and tell them, you are, this is Ben, he's pretending to be a first grader, you are now an atom of silicon, of metal, inside the surface of that solar cell that we just used to make the water move. And you have electrons. So do this around your head. Okay? You have electrons. Now, this, I am the sun, and I am sending photons down. So I walk around the class, hitting the students. When I touch them on the head with the photon, I said, now I've knocked your electron out of orbit, and you're going to throw it up. And sometimes the electrons will go miss, and sometimes they will land on this. What happens is in photovoltaics, this is a barrier called the positive negative PN barrier. And it's sometimes when the electrons get enough energy to pop out of their orbit and they make it up over this barrier, they pile up on the top side of this surface and they can be collected and run through a wire, which is represented by this tube, goes through a motor, make the motor run, and they end up in here. So after the kids, some of the kids will drop them and they'll go find them again, and I can ding on the head again like this, you know, and they'll try again, and they keep going, and then another teacher or somebody or even one of the students can go and maybe change buckets or grab a few and hand those out to the kids again. When they have them, they orbit their atom until I bing, hit them on the head, and then they keep throwing them up. But it's kind of a fun, entertaining, because they're going to be playing basketball basically, and there'll be a lot of motion around. Some of them will miss, right? Hopefully they won't step on too many of the walls, but if they do, they're easily cheap. So this would just be one of those activities to show the idea. The concept is like high school, but still, if they get to play with it, they'll understand that the electrons are being knocked out of orbit. They're by the photon. They're getting up into a place where they get collected. They get channeled down a wire to run a motor. Okay, that's